Hi, everybody. Doug Billings here with you. Thanks for watching. We've been saying on this program since late January, early February that the entire economic shutdown and the unconstitutional lockdowns of our country have been unfounded and wildly unnecessary. And just as many commentators did, there was a lot of hate and insult aimed at those comments. That's okay. But as time goes on, we begin to see now that never was anything more correct than this was the biggest nothing in the history of hysteria. Of course, I'm talking about COVID-19 and the economic wrecking that Democratic leaders did throughout the country. We call it a pandemic because it's everywhere in the world, or at least in most places. The news of the day and of the week is, of course, that in the United States, it's not a pandemic. It's never reached pandemic numbers. Never. Not once. Dr. Fauci, a brilliant scientist, physician, researcher, has never been correct in the projections of deaths and infections. And words are important. He's never been correct about that. I think that the news and the media, the mainstream media for sure, bullies and pushes people into fear and panic. And if you don't behave the way they think you should, of course, you're the villain. And you're vilified in public, and people will send hate emails and hate messages to you. By the way, thanks for the 655 messages we got yesterday. That's an all-time record for us, and we're very grateful for all of your support. Most of them were supportive. So President Trump acts early in January to shut down travel from China. Immediately, Speaker Pelosi says he's xenophobic. She goes on the House floor to pass the no ban bill, the no travel ban bill. She goes to Chinatown that night and says, "Come out. This is a big nothing." Then a few hundred people get infected, and now in certain pockets of New England, where it's very serious, there was panic across the country. And in states like mine in Kansas, where 0.000627% of the population of our 3 million people population have been affected, and Governor Kelly shuts the entire state down. That's just intellectually immature. Oh, but Doug, the only reason our numbers are so low is because Governor Kelly shut the state down. Bullshit. Oh, Doug, it's only because we wear masks that we're safe. Bullshit. We never had to shut the state of Kansas down, and my sources in the Kansas legislature tell me this, and mark my words and look to the news on Thursday and Friday of this week. Today is May 18th, and look to the news on Thursday or Friday, because when the Kansas state legislature comes back into session, they're going to pull the plug on Governor Kelly's illegal and unconstitutional statewide shutdown. It's time that we wake up, and I'm glad to see that most people are now coming on board and waking up. This has been wildly unnecessary from the very beginning. President Trump had to take action. He shut down and did certain things because he had to. And now as we can look and see, most of you are looking back in hindsight, but I was saying from the beginning, this is a nothing, the biggest nothing in the history of hysteria. And that is true. Believe it.